All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll get going here. We're gonna warm up, and then I put the workout in the chat. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. Usually that means reps of everything, but today we're just gonna do 5 rounds. And it's 5, 10, 15, 20. So you're gonna do 5 hero cleans, which are, it's like a clean. Can you guys still hear me okay back here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a clean, and can you see me okay? I didn't move my picture to big.
Yes.
Okay. So the hero clean is you're turning in a little bit. So you almost pivot that heel out, and you're down to pick up the weight. So now you're kind of out to the side here, and we pull up to here. If you don't have a kettlebell, that's fine. You can use a dumbbell, and you would just, bring it up and prop it just up off your shoulder. But it's like a turn with a clean, right? So you rotate into this leg, and we pull up and catch, right? So then back down to the floor. You do 5 of those. 10 lateral squats. So we'll keep our feet wide, down to one side and down to the other. Or you can alternate, or you can do all 10 to each side. 15 push-ups, and then 20 two-hand rows. So you're gonna hinge over. If you have a dumbbell, you'll hold each side of the dumbbell. If you have a kettlebell, you'll put both hands on the handle, and you're just pulling your elbows up to the sky and bring that handle basically right into your belly button. Okay, so that's the circuit. 4 movements, 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm thinking that'll be maybe a little bit of a short one. So let's get warmed up, and then we'll get going. I don't have a foam roller, so if you want a foam roll, you can hang out on it for the next minute or so here. Otherwise, I should have brought something. I don't want to put my hands in the frosty grass. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna be soft about this. The kettlebell handle's cold enough already. That's screwed. I don't have anything. Okay. All right. Well, let's do a mostly standing warm up. All right. So we'll start with just a simple hamstring stretch. So you're just going to pull one toe up and hinge over. Make myself. So we're just pulling one toe up towards your chin, hinge over, press your hips back. We're looking for a nice big stretch down that hamstring. And switch sides. Yeah, don't have any idea how long this circuit's going to take. I'm guessing it'll be around 20 minutes or so. But we'll see how it goes. Might be a little quicker than that, which is okay for me today because I got to run. All right. Good. Let's push a heel back. All right. So here, not only am I dropping my heel for a calf stretch, I'm also tucking my tailbone under. And then whatever leg is back, you're going to reach up with that hand, get a nice long stretch from your fingertips all the way back down through your heel. So we're using this as our hip flexor stretch today too. You know, Ted, once you're moving, it's not that cold out. All right, let's switch sides. Dropping that heel back down for a calf stretch. And tuck your tailbone under, reach up towards the sky. And good. Let's keep feet wide, and now just turn yourself forward, right? And we'll hinge down in the middle. So we're working our way into kind of a hamstring stretch and kind of a groin stretch, depending on how wide your feet are. kind of work side to side here. Start to open up your hips. We are going to be doing lateral squats. All right. Good. All right, so let's give your knee a hug. So you're going to pull your knee up and across in front of you, and then back into a reverse lunge. So we're using this as our hip rotation stretch. We're almost every day we're going to do some sort of hip rotation or glute med or piriformis stretch, which is when you turn your shin sideways like this. So today we're just combining it with a little bit more warm up. And then let's switch sides. And good. Okay, we'll also do kind of a standing quad stretch here, just an alternating quad stretch. So let's grab shoelaces. We're just kind of marching side to side. Think about pulling your heel to your butt. If you can, we want to get your knees next to each other. So instead of having this knee forward, we want to bring it back and try to bring it in line. So you can bring it forward to get a hold of your shoelaces, but then we'll bring it back to get the stretch. All right, one final warm up here. We're just going to do 25 jumping jacks. And good to go. Okay, so this is not a timed circuit. So we've got all the time that you need. Remember, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 5 hero cleans each side, 10 lateral squats each side, 15 push-ups, 20 two-hand rows. Okay, so I'll keep the time just to see where we're at, and to make sure I get out of here on time, I've got to be like off of here by 9:30. Okay, so if I have to bail, apologize, but we're going to go 5 rounds, and we'll see how long it takes us. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys, just so we don't have the.
You step to the left a little bit so I can see you.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start the timer here. We can go ahead and get going. Remember the hero clean, you turn in, grab that weight, and pull up to the holding position at the top. All right, ready? And go. So again, this timer isn't a factor here at all this morning. Make sure we're turning in. We rotate that hip in, and then pop up to the catch. Should be mostly a leg movement here, especially when we're doing this many. You shouldn't feel fatigue at all in your arm because your legs are doing the work. So after the 5 hero cleans, we got 10 lateral squats. You can either hold the weight low on the straight leg side, like I'm doing, or you can hold it up under your chin if you want to alternate. Say 20 push-ups. I'm doing them on the pavement down here. I just can't bring myself to put my hands in the frosty grass. I got 15 of these. And finally, 2-hand rows. Again, we're going to hinge right at your hips. Make sure from your tailbone to the back, your head's nice and flat or neutral. We're just pulling right into your belly button. As you pull in, try to pull your shoulder blades flat and flush against your rib cage, keeping things spread nice and wide. All right, so we're at about 3 minutes around. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and get into the second round. Might do a little coaching here. I'm gonna try not to sweat through my shirt so I don't go stand in the rink with a sweaty shirt. Deb, let's think about lowering that knee a little bit more to the ground. So instead of having relatively straight legs and reaching, let's make it a little more of a lunge. So things are gonna bend. So you can have your chest up a little bit more as you pull. Yeah, good. Yep. Good job, guys. Ted, you can let your shoulders turn in there too. So as you go, you should see this rotating down and then popping up. It's almost like it's approaching a disco move, right? Down here, up here. Not that you know anything about that. And then as you're pulling, Ted, you'll have your palm facing you. So I feel like, yes, like that. So then as you pull, you'll pop it up into here. I feel like I saw, you know, out like this with your palm forward. So you're going to pull with your palm facing you, and then it sort of flips, rotates around. Yeah, so it's just a turn. If you've got two weights lying around and you want to do the 2-hand row with a weight in each hand, that's fine. Even if they're different weights, no big deal. You just make sure you switch the weights the next time. So if you want to turn that 2-hand row into like a, you know, instead of pulling on one handle, you're just holding 2 weights. That's totally fine. It all depends on the weight you got lying around. Ted, let's try to bring shoulder blades back, chest out. Nice big chest. Yeah, good. So you might feel like you're not getting the weight as close to the floor, but that's okay. Go. Okay. Into the clean. So that, just remember the difference between the lateral squat and the clean. The lateral squat, as you go across, you know, your shoulders are staying square, right? We're not rotating at all. With that clean, there's some similar movements, but really the clean is you're rotating into a fixed leg. So this leg's going to stay fixed. You're rotating into that and then opening up. Sort of like, think of like pulling a lawnmower string, right? So you'd reach down and then you rotate and pull that string away. This is round 3, guys. Deb, on the lateral squats, just make sure you're keeping your shoulders square. Looks like I see you reaching across like that with it. So just keeping shoulders square, sliding right across. There you go. Push-ups are next. Push-ups are next if you're slow like me. Rows are next. Deb's way ahead of us. On the rows, think about squeezing those shoulder blades together at the top. Making that double chin, pulling the back of your head up towards the ceiling, right? So what that does is takes you from here to here, right? All right, working into round 4. job, guys. We're sitting right at about 12 minutes here. Sometimes it's not about how long you work out, it's about getting through the movements really well and just getting yourself moving. Nice job, Dad. Those look really good. Wow, you're on your toes there too. That's super impressive. Are you on your toes? Nice. I'm sure yours are great too, Ted, but I just can't see you. There you are. On this bent over row, you shouldn't be feeling any fatigue in your lower back. You want to feel that work in your cheeks and down the back of your legs, because that's what's going to be supporting you. If you get tired in your low back, it means that you're rounded over. So we need to point your tailbone up towards the sky. Try to drop your belly button down towards the floor a little bit more. So it's almost like sticking your butt out a little bit more, getting your tailbone pointed up rather than letting it point down between your legs. Okay. All right, so round 5, working your way into it here, back up to the 5 euro cleans. The lateral squats are next. Remember, on the lateral squats, you can dial things up a lot by just reaching for that extra ½ inch at the bottom. You can make those relatively easy or relatively hard. without really changing much weight. Good job, guys, wrapping up with the rows. Okay. I feel like I'm totally eating and running, but I got to get out of here. That was perfect, actually, just in time. So hope you guys enjoyed this morning. Good to see everybody. Hi back there, Dale. I see you. Great job. And Evan will have the recovery circuit at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and I'm back on Monday. Okay. See you, gang.